What is up, comic book fans, readers, collectors, cover lovers? Everyone is welcome here at Nerdy Geeks Comics, no matter how you collect. Today is Wednesday, May the 6th. Beware the Revenge of the 6th. I don't know if it's the 6th or if it's the 5th. I hear both. Either way, it is New Comic Book Day. Happy New Comic Book Day. I hope you grabbed everything you were looking for. I hope your pull box was full of everything you wanted and everything was in perfect shape. And if it wasn't, make sure you put in those requests for damages so you can get replacements before they're all gone. Either way, this was a really nice new comic book day haul I got. My numbers are still high. Again, I figured it out. It's going to be June the 10th when I finally hit my numbers where they're low and manageable. And then I can start buying some really nice grails. I already picked up a couple. You may have seen them already. I did show them off on some live streams. Anyways, we got some new number ones. We got some continuing Absolute series, and we got some free comic book day books that dropped. Not the books that were given away for free, but some books that were dropped. Enough of me talking. Let's get to my stack. Okay, so like I said, this is my new comic book day haul for Wednesday, May the 6th, 2026. And to start us out, I'm going to show you those drops I told you about from New Comic Book Day. So here we have Absolute Batman. I believe this is volume 1 of Absolute Batman. This is the hardcover, but it comes with the dust jacket with the Jim Lee art on it. So really nice cover right there. Really nice background right there. Well, you know what? You can at least get a good focus on the front side. But I also picked up the same thing for Absolute Wonder Woman Volume 1. Again, we have a hardcover. This is the Jim Lee dust jacket. Really nice. It doesn't like to get that back cover, does it? And then, of course, I did get all three. So I did get the Absolute Superman cover by Jim Lee. Really nice. I love to collect the hardcovers of the volumes that I pick up. So really happy to have this one. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It is just not wanting to focus. All right, and now to the regular comics. And we're going to start off with Absolute Green Lantern. This is issue number 14. And this is the main cover done by Janoy Lindsay. A really great cover. I am still enjoying Absolute Green Lantern. It is not nearly as popular as Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, but it is a good read. But I do say you got to get through the first 6 issues. After that, it gets really good. All right. Up next, I have Absolute Superman. This is issue number 19. This is the main cover by Rafa Sandoval, and we're having the continuation of the King Shazam storyline that's been going on here. And then I also picked up cover B, which is the Jeff DeCall cover. A really nice cover by Jeff DeCall. Guys, I don't know what is going on. I'm getting a lot of reflection. I'm getting a lot of glare. My camera's not wanting to focus. Man, my camera must be as tired as I am. I also picked up cover C. This cover was done by Chuma Hill. I am a big Chuma Hill fan. So pretty nice cover right here by Chuma Hill. And this one is not Absolute Superman, but it is still Superman. Adventures of Superman, Book of L. This is issue number 8. And this cover was done by Lucho Parillo. A really fantastic cover by Lucho Parillo right here. All right. Next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue number 28. And this is the Magic the Gathering variant. This cover was done by Roberta Ingranata. Really nice cover right here. I do love this Magic the Gathering card art. So originally I was going to collect all of these, but as y'all been seeing, I'm trying to cut down on FOC. However, seeing how nice this looks, it literally looks just like a giant card. I really like it. I'm going to have a hard time not picking up all of them. And then one thing that's frustrating is at least these I can pick and choose which ones I want. But after I think the next set that comes out, all the ones after that are, I believe, are going to be the art from the new Magic the Gathering set that's coming out that's of Marvel. And those covers you can't see. They're hidden because the cards haven't come out yet. So we're not going to see what they look like until the day the book comes out. So as much as I really want to pre-order them, I'm not going to pre-order them without seeing it, even though I know I'm probably going to pick them up. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be fairly popular. Hopefully that ends up being what happens. Okay, here I have Batman. This is issue number 9. This is cover F by Mirka Andolfo. This is the DC X Sonic variant. A really great cover. We have Shadow right here with Batman on the cover. I do love these DC Sonic crossovers. I'm not picking them all up, but I'm going to pick up a good amount of them. I also picked up the John Jang variant, which is the AAPI Heritage Month cover. This is a really beautiful cover. And I hate it whenever they make these covers that are open order and then they turn them into foils and con exclusives. But I'm not going to lie. This would look really nice if done well in a foil. A really fantastic cover right here by John Jang. Next up, I have Captain Marvel Dark Past. This is issue number 2. And this is a really fantastic cover by Aka. I really love this cover. Really fantastic artwork. I do really like Aka's artwork. And then I love to see Miss Marvel in her more traditional costume. Really nice. So here I have another Magic the Gathering variant. And here we have Spider-Man, Peter Parker on the cover. However, this is Civil War Unmasked, issue number 1. This cover was done by Paolo Rivera. A really nice cover. Again, these card variants came out really, really nice. They look really beautiful. I really like these covers. Hey, do me a favor. Click right here. Okay, so up next, I have Comics, the magazine. This is issue number 3. And here we have a cover of the TMNT. And this cover was done by multiple artists. We have Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman, and Rico Renzi. A really nice cover right here. A nice homage to the original look of the Turtles. Really awesome cover right here. Next up, I have DC X Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the Metal Legion, issue number 1. This is cover D by Minho Kim. A really fantastic cover. We have like a splash page type cover with all of our Sonic characters dressed as their DC counterparts. Really nice cover right here. So the next book I have is one that I've been really looking forward to. I have really high hopes that this is going to be a good read. We'll find out. But here we have Dog Tag, issue number 1. This cover was done by PJ Holden. A really nice cover right here, but I am more interested in the story for this book. I'm really looking forward to seeing if this is more historically accurate or what they're going to do with it. Again, from what I gathered, it feels like the character that we're going to follow in this is not an actual person, but the events that are happening in the books all around him are actually historically accurate. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this. As a veteran myself, I do like to read these types of stories. Hopefully I get a really good read on this one. Okay, so the next book I have for you is another indie title. This is the 2nd issue. And here we have Estuary, a ghost story. This is issue number 2. This is cover A by Mon House. And then we also have right here, this is cover B by Federico Sabantini. A really great cover. So I already did read this one. And I liked issue number 1. I feel like issue number 2 was more getting to know what's happening, and it just kind of poses more questions than anything. I don't mind a slow story, but I can see a lot of people probably getting tired of this and jumping off. Although the ending did intrigue me enough where I'm going to give issue number 3 a read. However, if 3 doesn't catch my really get me ingrained in the story, I'm probably going to drop it there. But Estuary is out. It was the first thing I read. If you didn't like issue 1, you're probably not going to like issue number 2. Okay, so the next book, as y'all know, I love my indie books. So, of course, this is another indie title. And it's another supposedly scary book. I love the horror books, the horror genre in comics. So here we have Excommunicated. This is issue number 1. And this is cover B, which is the 1 in 10 by Thiago Palma. A really nice cover right here. I also picked up, so this next one, it's a black bag cover, and it's called the Extreme Unholy Black Bag Edition. And they charged you extra money for this. So this was $3.99, but the Unholy Bag was $9.99. And to me, it feels like there was no reason to have this under the black bag, because if it's all gore and that's all it is, and then the gore isn't even that bad. I feel like there's been books from Hello Darkness and Hello Body Horror that were way worse than this, and they are not coming in the black bag. So I hate to say it, but it feels like this might have just been a money grab. That's what it feels like to me, but you tell me. So this is the Extreme Unholy Edition. Do you see any reason why this couldn't have just come out as a regular cover at maybe $1 extra over cover price? I mean, I don't see anything on here that can't be on a regular comic. We've seen body parts and worse in other comic books, old and new. So I feel like this was just a straight up money grab. I hope this is a good read. I was looking forward to the story in this. Hopefully it's a good read. Otherwise, I'm like, oh, y'all are just trying to grab money. And then I also grabbed the foil. This is cover H. This cover was done by Jeremy Robertson. A nice foil, decent cover, but yeah, that really soured me right there. I really hope this is a good read, because if it's not, I'm probably dropping it already. Okay, so the next book I have to show you is from one of my all-time favorite series. We're just getting another spin-off. I don't know, actually, I'm pretty sure this isn't a one-shot, because I do remember seeing issue number 2 on FOC. But here we have The Fall of the House of Slaughter. This is issue number 1. This is cover A by Sam Wolf Connolly. A really nice cover right here. It does remind me a lot of Werther de la Vera's work right here. Really nice cover. And then here we have cover J, which is the David Mack variant. Really nice stained glass cover back right there. So this was the next book I read. And I'm going to say I really like this. I enjoyed this book. The ending, so the book is really, it's basically what you think of. I don't want to say anything without spoiling it. I'm going to let you read it. I'll talk about it on later on, but the way the book ended really got me excited to go into what's happening. And I feel like this has been better than probably the last 5 or 6 issues of Something's Killing the Children. So hopefully this continues to be a good read. It feels like James Tynion is trying to put us back on track to get back to the modern day where Erica is back in Something's Killing the Children, and it's not her past, it's her right now. Hopefully that's what's happening right here. But I really enjoyed this read. Let me know in the comments. Did y'all pick this up, and did y'all read it, and did you like it? Because I really did like it. All right, now here we have Godzilla. This is issue number 10, and this is cover A by Henry Prasetya. A nice cover right here. I am picking up this series. I am collecting it. I still haven't read past issue number 4. I plan to get back to it. Basically, these covers have been really nice, and I have been picking them up specifically because I got to get the A and the B cover. This cover was done by Vincenzo Riccardi. I do pick all these covers up because I want to make sure that I qualify for the 1 in 15 Louis de Martinez movie homage variant. I've been collecting all of these. This one is actually one of the really nice ones right here. I don't know who that character is right there. What kaiju is that? Y'all let me know. I watched Godzilla a lot as a kid. I've watched some of the newer stuff, the Universal stuff, and -1. But there's a lot of them that I really haven't watched lately. Around the 2000s. So let me know the name of that kaiju if y'all know who that is. But I really love these movie homage covers. All right, now I have another new #1 indie series, of course. And here is one that a lot of people seem to be interested in. I don't know how hyped it's going to be, but I know there was a lot of interest in this. And here we have If Destruction Be Our Lot. This is issue #1, and this is cover A by Andy McDonald. A really nice cover. It really doesn't tell us a lot what's going to happen. It does seem like this is maybe a post-apocalyptic world because I don't believe humans exist anymore. And it's just robots that are living in the cities and, continuing on. And it feels like we're going to be following this character, the robot Lincoln. And this right here is cover B by Jerome Opeña. A really nice cover right here. So we'll see how this one ends up going. This is a thicker book. It feels thicker. This is probably going to be the next book I read. So I will let y'all know, what I think of it next time I'm on. But y'all tell me, did you pick this up or were you looking forward to it? And did you read it? And if so, what did you think? Okay, so here I have another Magic the Gathering variant. This, we have Spider-Punk gracing the cover. And this is Mark Spector Moon Knight, issue #4. This cover was done by Chris Pacello. A really nice cover of Spider-Punk right here. Although I do feel like we've had basically this cover and pose right here. Probably in that series he had maybe around 2024. Feels like kind of the same cover, but still cool to see the card art all around it. Next, I have Poison Ivy. This is issue #44. This is cover C by Nuvovic. And Nuvovic killed it on this cover. This is a really fantastic cover. This is the only cover. Well, this and cover A are the only covers I picked up for Poison Ivy this month. I actually skipped the Eom cover this week because I would rather have taken this Nubovic. Really nice cover right here. All right, here I have the next chapter in the Sleepy Hollow series. So here we have Sleepy Hollow. This is The Witches of the Western Wood, issue #1. And this is cover A by Luana Vecchio. A really fantastic cover right here. You got the Headless Horseman back there. You got a crow or a raven right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think that is. And I presume this is one of our Witches of the Western Woods. But a really fantastic cover by Luana Vecchio. She's been doing some really fantastic work lately. But I also picked up cover B. And this cover was done by Jose Haro. A really fantastic cover. And if you watch the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow movie, then we're pretty sure we know who these two characters are. And we have the Hessian before he lost his head. Okay, up next, I have Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, Guy Gardner, issue #1. This is cover D by Ariel Olivetti. A really nice cover of Guy Gardner right here. Everybody's current favorite Green Lantern right now because of the movie. I'm still more partial to Jon Stewart, but I do like Guy Gardner. Nathan Fillion did a great job. But a really great cover. I think these are going to be one-shots of the Green Lanterns, so I'm going to give this a read, see how they do on it. Hey, y'all want to do me a small favor? I would really appreciate it if you could just click right here. Just that button right there. See it? Yeah, just click it. Like. Oh, you know what? After you click that one, why don't you click this one? Yeah, click that one for me. Thank you so much. For all my Deadpool fans, next up I have Wade Wilson, Deadpool. This is the cover by Puppeteer Lee. A really nice cover of Deadpool right here. So I am looking forward to the read. I have been reading this series. If you're a Deadpool fan, I believe you're gonna like it. If you're not, then what's the point? Are you gonna pick this up for the covers? I doubt it, because if you're not a Deadpool fan, I don't think you're even gonna pick him up for the covers. But I have enjoyed this story. I have enjoyed seeing Wade, just so troubled with, what happened to Ellie in the last series of Deadpools and Wolverines, and he doesn't know how to help her, and he's just doing everything he can to make sure that he's constantly being punished physically by being mutilated uh halfway to death, so he can get his mind off of thinking about Ellie. It's a really interesting story. It's really interesting to see Wade that way. He really has come to care for Ellie, and it's really, really disheartening seeing him this way. And I really liked Ellie as a character, so hopefully we get her back soon. Or hopefully we get her back in general, but hopefully soon. I don't want this to drag out for like 5 years, what happened to Ellie, but I hope we get to see her back soon, because I did like her with Wade, and I did like her crossover with X-23. I did like the way they interacted with each other. Okay, the last two books I have to show you. Here we have X-Men, issue number 29. This is the main cover by Neto Diaz. I actually have not been keeping up with this. This is just more buying the X-Men because it's the X-Men. Just like a lot of us pick up ASM because it's ASM. I did read this up into the late teens, like maybe 18 or 19, but I haven't read it since then. I have been keeping up with Uncanny X-Men, and I have been enjoying that. So maybe I need to get back into this and seeing if they're doing it, as well as Uncanny, maybe a little bit better. I don't know. I really haven't heard anything. But then I also picked up this cover, which is the Lee Setiwan Magic the Gathering variant. And here we have Spider-Gwen gracing the cover of a Magic card. A really fantastic cover. And again, I don't want to pick up all of these covers, but as good as all of these look, it's going to be hard for me not to. There are some characters like, Cosmic Spider-Man and things like that I really don't care about, but I'm going to have a hard time not picking them up. And that's not good, because y'all know I'm trying to get my FOC numbers down, trying to get into the mid 20s and under. Hopefully I can continue that. I can tell you what, this next week, I think it's 28. And I think the week after that, it's like 38. But then it drops back into like maybe 27. So I'm working on it, but at least I'm out of the 40s, 50s, and 60s. But that's it. These were the last two books I had to show y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed my new comic book day haul. Let me know in the comments, what did you pick up? What storylines are you looking forward to? And if you've read any of these already, let me know what you thought of the stories, because I'm really interested. And again, hopefully Excommunicated is a good story, because that did rub me the wrong way that they put it in a black bag, charged $10 for it. And there was no reason for it to be in a black bag. There was nothing on there that was too graphic that they couldn't just had on the shelf. Like I said, Hello Darkness and Hello Body Horror have had much worse covers, and they weren't in black bags. So that did rub me the wrong way, that just feels like a cash grab to me. And what's the point of doing a cash grab unless you don't think that your story is going to be compelling enough to keep people's attention? I don't know. That's my opinion. Again, I hope it's a good read, but that just really, really got to me. Anyways, please hit the like and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. You can do that right there. And as always, I'll see you next time, and thank you very much for watching.